Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of games played between Falcons and Twisted Minds on LAN in Saudi Arabia. We're doing Kalir's POV of game 1 of a best of 5. It's in round 1 actually of the latest iteration of Saudi E-Leagues, a $70,000 LAN in Saudi Arabia that just so happens to be right before the Paris Major, which is interesting to get a look at how Twisted Minds and R8 are doing right before Paris. Not, of course, relevant for Falcons, who are not going to be at Paris. If that's news to you, you need to check out my other videos on the topic, because, safe to say, summary is Falcons have been having some trouble in MENA recently. They've been struggling against Twisted Minds and R8 in particular. All those teams are playing in this tournament, and it's going to be over the course of the next 2 days. If you catch this soon after I upload it, you might be able to watch some of the event live, but don't worry, if not, I'll see if I can get my hands on some of the replays. Oh, Monkey Moon might have the opening goal. He does. Just sticking around at the back post and cutting in the first goal. I was only able to find 4 of the replays for this game. I picked out the 2 best ones to show to you guys. I'll tell you the whole story of the series later on in the video to give you the full summary of what's happening. But the reason why this is a round 1 matchup, because I'm sure some of you are wondering, why are Twisted Minds playing Falcons in round 1? There are 8 teams playing. What's going on? Did they just get the seeding wrong? Well, the answer is no. Oh, that's another demo. That's 1-1. Great physical play by Falcons, just quietly. Well, the reason why this is a round 1 match is because Twisted Minds lost to Stallions, the MENA 4 seed, in the group stage. So that means that they go into the top 4 as the lower seed out of their group. They have to play Falcons in round 1. It's a double elimination tournament, so they won't be eliminated if they lose this. Neither would Falcons. But still, one of these teams going to the lower bracket gives them a long way back, and we'll see who that's going to be in just a few minutes. Let's talk a little bit about Paris before we get locked in to this game and see who's going to take it in the opener of this very important series. Falcons not being in Paris, because Kalir's got this one. He does now. Puck can't get back. It's 2-1. I want to know from you guys in the comments, how low have you ranked Falcons globally because of their failure to qualify to Paris? I put them, I think, at 7th, if I remember my rankings, which I thought was pretty reasonable. But I've noticed a lot of other people are putting them way lower, 10, sometimes even 11th or 12th. You know, reputable people in the scene seem to think Falcons have completely fallen off. So what do you guys think? Have Falcons totally fallen off? Are they no longer a top 10 team in the world? Because that's not really the way I see it. I think that they're absolutely going to be a contender at Worlds, and they're not just going to magically rank up at Worlds because they qualified. I think that they still are very much a top 10 team in the world, and we might even be underrating them because they've been extremely consistent against the rest of the MENA region, and just struggling against the 2 top teams in particular, which is not something you can say about top teams in NA and EU, who have actually had more random losses to teams way outside of qualification. So let me know in the comments, where do you rank Falcons right now? Do you think they're still a top 10 team in the world? Will they be a contender at the World Championship? I think the answer is yes. I think they absolutely will be. And I even go as far as to say that if they were in Paris, they'd have a better chance to win it than R8 do. Even though R8, of course, have to be ranked higher than them as they've been winning the matchup the vast majority of the time. Oh, nice dunk by Kalir's. Has he got an open door here? Trelly trying to bump his old teammate Monkey Moon. Couldn't get it. Good save by Monkey Moon to keep the deficit at just 1. And, you know, Twisted Minds really at their stride at the end of the season. Monkey Moon's been playing some of his best Rocket League, which is extremely scary for the rest of the Rocket League world. We all know what Naupo and TRK could do. TRK coming off. Oh, what save. Naupo. Is he going to get it again? He does. Double save from Naupo. That's outstanding defensively from him. Yeah, 1v1 world champion Naupo. 3v3 RLCS runner-up TRK. Now Monkey Moon's looking like he's back at his best, or maybe even hitting a new peak. I think definitely all-time peak. It's generally people improve over time, but he's looking like he's entering another prime, which is just crazy. He's been playing some great Rocket League. Oh, that's not great Rocket League from TM though. It's in the back of their net as Rawas calls the bluff on the challenge in the back corner and just slams it in, dunks it into the near post. They're up by 2. Let's lock in here before we keep waffling about Paris. See what happens next. Can Falcons close it out? Can they swing this matchup back in their favor? A matchup that's firmly in Twisted Minds' favor at the moment, but was for a good part of mid-season in Falcons' favor. Whoa, that's a Falcons goal explosion. It was, wasn't it? Naupo's shot from distance, and yes, that is a Falcons goal explosion. Not sure if his Twisted Minds are going to be too happy about that. He's getting Falcons impressions as he scores goals. But Twisted Minds trying to get a little cheeky kickoff strat going. Doesn't work out. But it looks like Roas wasn't able to get in the end of the redirect downfield either. Still, good position, you'd think, for Twisted Minds, or rather, no, it's not for Twisted Minds, for Falcons. They're into midfield place. They avoided any serious kickoff shenanigans. They just got 30 seconds to hold on to this lead. Oh, Drally's got Monkeyman out there. Monkeyman does half flip back into position before any of the support players could arrive. The Twins arriving. Oh, miss from Drally. Well covered by Clears. That's a pretty good double commit, you could say. He didn't double commit early. He just covered his teammate. They double committed to cover the same thing. He waited to see if Drally would actually have the hit before going. 10 seconds left. Is it going to be a late surge from TM? They are going for it. Monkeyman pass back to TRK. Finds it back of the net. And Falcons just cannot have it easy against this team. They just... Seems like they've got a mental block against them right now. Everything goes wrong. Doesn't matter what Falcons try. They just keep losing. The Clears will grind it for overtime. He's actually managed to get 827 points in regulation there. That is an insane total. Still not enough to get a win though. So good game for Clears. Now he's going to try to get the passing play going with his twin brother. Does center it. The boost wouldn't spawn at the right place for him though. Now Clears not running down the line there. Roas preferring to catch the ball instead of hitting it towards Clears, who is waiting. Oh, Naipo doing a good job. He's just harassing Clears. Double commit from Roas and Drally. Communication breakdown for Twisted Minds. Or sorry, for the Falcons. I don't know why I'm mixing up these two team names today. Let's see. Twisted Minds, who have got the momentum at the moment, looking to ice it in overtime and surely crush the Falcons' confidence. After all the losses they've handed to Falcons this split, this would be a painful one to lose. From 2 goals up. Oh, great ceiling challenge. Can he get the double? Intercepted at the ground level by TRK. Clears was on target for that ground double. Demos TRK on his rotation back. Monkeyman going to collect it with a hard clear though. Rally intercepts before it can get too dangerous. TRK, as he often does, just comes in and booms the ball. He loves to just boom the ball. Monkeyman also just loves to boom the ball. They love to keep the ball moving. It's off the near post. Chance for Nepo. Tries to hit it into a double tap. After dodging into the ball, Clears slow play, gets challenged before he can flick the ball high. Almost 100 overtime seconds have passed. Clears trying to get that boost as it spawns, but it looks like it's going to be stolen away from him. No, it's yet to spawn, so he might get it. No, TRK comes in and steals it just when you think he's going to be the one to collect it. It's great play in the back corner by Clears. Wall dashes down the line a couple times, gets demoed. It looks like he's going to be able to respawn back into the play, actually. It's like flipping away from the double demo of TRK there. Now put down the line. Clears knew about it, still couldn't beat Monkeyman to the punch. TRK's shot and the follow-up is not good enough though. And we continue past 2 minutes in the overtime. That's a great cut by Roas. He was spying that infield pass that Twisted Minds were attempting. And now TRK finding some open space in the midfield. Roas with low boost gets a good clear. Clears leaving that back corner boost, thinking it's going to be his teammates. It is Roas next in the scene. Free flip challenge by Clears. Great landing on it. Not able to get the flick past the challenge. That's twice now. He's been pretty dunked on when he tries to flick, but now suddenly a chance. Clears looking downfield. Double tap. Unnecessary. Roas is there to finish it off. And they do take game one 1,000 points for Clears in roughly a game and a half. So very impressive stuff. Let's fast forward. Let's go all the way to the end of the series. See how this one finished. Alright guys, we are in game 5 now, so that means we have got 2 wins for Twisted Minds, 2 wins for Falcons. I couldn't find game 4 anywhere, and I just decided I'll show you guys the best games out of this series, even though it was a close series. You might think, you know, I'm handpicking games here to try and twist the narrative, but I just picked out the games I thought would be the most interesting. We might see these two teams play again in a couple days' time, so don't want to just absolutely spam you guys with round 1 matchups. Because yeah, there could be more important games between Twisted Minds and Falcons. Oh, nice pass. Clears to Drally. 1-0. Did I mention it's Rally POV? You know now. But yeah, we're in game 5. Twisted Minds fighting back to force that 5th game. And Falcons finally get a win over the team we thought would be their biggest regional rivals coming into this season. And I think largely have been. Although R8 have very much established themselves as another one of Falcons' rivals. They've got 2 now. 2 teams who have winning records against them recently. against the rest of the field, like I said, Falcons have been very consistent, so I expect them to be able to make a deep run in this tournament. Be able to see some more good games, regardless of whether they win or lose this one. Let's find out how it's going to go. Nice boost grab by Drally there. Knew that it was going to be stolen if he waited any longer. Challenge lands by Rawas. Drally actually leaving the mid boost for Rawas. They're leaving the boost for each other quite well in these games that we've seen. Falcons have been criticized this season for maybe lacking that offensive firepower that they once had, the all-out aggression. It seems like maybe Twisted Minds are the team who have put all their points into offense, pointing at maybe TRK being the common theme, the player who really was the offensive demon. But we kind of already thought that. I mean, the Twins have made RLCS lands before, with Mawson back on Rule 1. And they were known for their defense back then. They played a super long overtime famously against Vitality, where they were defended for incredible lengths of time without conceding. Then suddenly TRK joins. Oh, good save. And oh, the bumps are landing, but Falcons do not concede. Yeah, TRK joins up the Twins and they suddenly become an offensive team. I think it probably is TRK. I think it's him. He's the guy who's influencing the playstyle the most. It's a good play by Durali, just deflecting the ball to his back corner safely there. Very few angles that could have gone horribly wrong. Spreading the field pretty well, Falcons. They are still looking for those demos, but they don't want to get into a position where they leave somebody alone in defense. Twisted Minds are quite happy to demo them as well. Quite happy to go all in offense. You always need to have two back against them, at least one backhand with boost ready, and another one pressuring the ball. Durali attempted a ceiling pinch from right about midfield. That would have been an insane angle if he pulled it off. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Falcons in this game. They're not taking any unnecessary risks, and they're just frustrating Twisted Minds a little bit. Great demo. Rawas making Clear's job a lot easier there with the defensive stop. Final 2 minutes. Clears working the ball down the line, and again, Rawas and Durali are just spreading out at the midfield now, but maybe trying to catch somebody pre-jumping there. Durali does not fall for it, just stays grounded and takes possession of the ball briefly. Now it's been handed over again. Rawas looks like he was ready to hit that ball a lot harder than he did, but it looks like he might have pulled away from it at the last minute, tried to air dribble, or sort of air dribble with it to force a 50. Just denying Twisted Minds clear looks at the moment. Twisted Minds 6 shots, Falcons 5. It's been a pretty close game, but Falcons are just playing keep away at the moment, and they're not allowing Twisted Minds to establish that suffocating offense that they often get. Tense moments here. This is, of course, like I said, Falcons' only LAN that they've got to look forward to this month. No Paris for them, so they'll really be wanting to cement themselves as still one of the top dogs in MENA by winning this one, reminding the world what they're all about. Do still have Esports World Cup to look forward to. It's not just until the World Championship that they've got to wait. Final minute now of Game 5. Durali, a little bit of open space down the line again, looking for the ceiling pinch, didn't get that one to go towards the net, but again, patience from Falcons visible. Oh, Rawas pinch across the net. Durali couldn't get there. That was almost 2-0. And now here come Twisted Minds, but have they overextended? Durali with the cut rotation past to Rawas, and it's in the back of the net. And we have to see this actually from Twisted Minds POV. So yeah, what a cut by Durali, really nicely done. And it was just a tap in at the end of the day for Rawas. 33 seconds to go. 2-goal advantage, but you cannot count out Twisted Minds. You need to be so careful against this team. I really do think that they have got one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous, offenses in the world at the moment. We'll find out at the Paris Major, of course, but these guys really do know how to put the pressure on. 20 seconds left. Can they get any realistic chances on net? Falcons have defended really well here. They've denied the vast majority of the Twisted Minds looks on net, and that's a hard clear from Durali. You're going to waste a little bit more time. Naupa trying to take the ball under control. He does take to the sky. Durali just forcing him to make a play early. Gets the block. Incredible defense again, and that is game. Twisted Minds falling in 5. Naupa's actually left the game, and it looks like Cuban's going to get a consolation goal, but it's nothing more than that. So Falcons advancing and moving on into the upper semi-finals. And yeah, spoiler alert, they were able to win there as well. They now wait in the upper bracket final where they'll play against R8 Esports, who are also going to be playing in Paris alongside Twisted Minds. So that's going to be on, well, that's going to be played in 2 days' time. That's going to be played on the 8th of May, the Friday. So be sure to tune in It's starting at, well, it says on Wikipedia it's starting at 2:20 in the afternoon, British summer time. That's 9:20 a.m. if you're on the east coast of the US, 3:20 Central European summertime. For other time zones, you're going to need to Google it. I can't say them all. But yeah, if you guys want me to upload more, if I can find more replays of this tournament and give you updates on what's happening, I think it is a good look at what to expect from Twisted Minds and R8 at the major, and also a good look at what Falcons' true level really is right now, because it's very hard to know for sure. Nobody seems to have a consensus at the moment on how global regions and global teams rank up against each other. But my early prediction is that I do think Twisted Minds are going to run the lower bracket, and they might still, I mean, if they do run the lower bracket, they might still be tournament favorites. I think they could easily go on a final day, Friday, monstrous run and just beat everybody. But, you know, credit to Falcons. They deserve the win here. They played some clean defense in this game. They were clinical. And in the first game, Clears put up 1,000 points. Can't say anything bad about that. But yeah, good luck to the teams in the Saudi E-Leagues over the next 2 days. And yeah, if you're watching this, if you're an admin, if you're one of the observers for that tournament, I see there Cello Observer 3, Cello Observer 4, and Cello Observer 5. I'm observing you guys. Need you guys to upload the replays because we need to see these games on replay as well as live on Twitch, so we can really go into the POVs and see what's happening. Anyway, that's all for this one, guys. Check out the nextrank.com links in the description. NextRank Discord. Join the community. Check out mine and Jack's content on the YouTube channel. We'll be making more RLCS related breakdowns on that channel as well as on our personals. And check out Chalkcast as well, where we're going to be doing pre-Paris major content for Chalked that you're not going to want to miss. All the links in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.